position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to MetLife Stadium, home of the Giants and the Jets in East Rutherford, New Jersey. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Canes will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback, the ball. Out to the 25-yard line.
All right, let's get it. Quick.
Takes the handoff. It's ball. It's a running room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Flagway. Throwing right. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's ball. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll give it to the back. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too...
Oh, out of space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Buys a little time. Unleashes one. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Quarterbacks get all the credit, rightfully so. They're the guys taking the snap every play. But my goodness, that dude couldn't.
Sneak gets it done.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in is this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Back to pass. It's back. Oh, they're after him. Right on the money. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
DB's right up on the receivers. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Now facing a third and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got it behind the line. It's Fletcher. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he'll slide after picking up the first down.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
Time to take a shot. Touchdown, Canes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Dropping back, it's Flagway. Quarterback moving. Rolling right and going deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And just like they threw it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Can't get him to the ground. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Gators have this offense rolling. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Plucks it out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Slings it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Here's the pressure. With the catch, it's Bauman. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. And they knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration. Get the tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Pressure coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away. And now we got 3rd.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Going right to work up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it. 1st down and more. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's back. Floating away. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And the misfires. He was looking for a man along the left side.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And That's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got a 1st down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
He doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay. I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pringle. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Dropping back, it's Beck. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
The Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And the Canes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Off-play action. Under fire. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Dances away. Looking deep. He's got it. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got it in stride inside the 20. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He wants it all. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Beck. Got his man quickly. He's loose. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Motion from the wideout. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Wide open spaces. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Rush is on him. The quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Miami! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Lagway. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise,
lots of room to run. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Another incompletion on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Makes the catch, it's Fletcher.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Just keep swinging it. Quickly to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Canes are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got the quick pass. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. So first down will open up the final period. They'll ride the hot hand. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Third down play from the gun. Wide open downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Back to throw, it's Beck. Quick completion on the out route. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Canes are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hodges. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Fletcher. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turn.
That's a big-time blow, man. Once you get that under that 3-minute mark and you're down by multiple possessions and you've got to put something together, the last thing you can do is turn it over because that clock is not your friend.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The secondary walks up on the line showing press coverage. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Another incompletion on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. That's caught. It's ball. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for space. It's Ball. Hard running there. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes a knee. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking for a man. It's back. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Last chance coming up. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sooners will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. Open spaces. Touchdown, Kansas State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
To the air, it's Mateer. Catch in the middle, it's Burks. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. The quick out. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. He's going to run it. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The short hands, it's up. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Flips it out on the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Caught over the middle. It's Sategna. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the...
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he added the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Edwards. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, no, no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Then perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Ncaa. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Mateer. Quickly complete. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Looking for a huge play. He's got it inside the 15. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. CB and DD, Broyles and Clayton, the Sooners always have guys on the outside that can make big plays like that.
Reese, I just want to be an Oklahoma OC. Everybody wants to be an Oklahoma OC because you got playmakers, you got...
The Sneak scores it!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Johnson looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Here's a heat. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
There he goes! They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Looking to throw on first down. He spins that thing down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Got a man, it's Edwards. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. To the 10. On the move at the 30. Turning on the Jets. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the air, it's Mateer. Bringing the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Burks. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. They'll snap it from the 36, they've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. He throws back to the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Snags it over the middle. At the 40, there he goes. Gashes the heart of the knee. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Sooners. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he makes the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Sends it back in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. Takes the easy completion. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Now the toss. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. And the Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Kansas State pushing the pace. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Wildcats are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Johnson looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Edwards. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the right. And his throw is incomplete. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Pulls it in, the first down and more. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Kansas stay quick to the line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was
speeding down the left side. Turning it on. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Kansas State. Oh, even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Lofts one high and deep. Interception. Oh, what a play. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Kansas State.
It'll be 3rd and long. On the move. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Shoots it to the left. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch. And
he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Burks. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Now improvising. On the run, fires downfield. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the marker, it's Burks. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he tacks on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Got his man downfield. It's a seam wide open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Johnson looking to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, they're after him. Got rid of it just in time. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Kansas State. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And how great is it to see the most athletic position on the field doing work, showing he could be a running back, showing he could be a wide receiver. I mean, what else can't a defensive lineman do? What an athlete.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick-6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick-6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Sooners want to move quickly.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second and regroup before running this next play.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he's got it at the 20. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. The Sooners are on the move. Now from inside the red zone. Here's the pressure. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That probably looked way better on the play sheet than it did on the field. The screen gets nothing.
It didn't look good on the field, that's for dang sure. You know, you got to invite those guys up the field and kind of sell that you're going to throw the ball deep on the screen. They didn't sell.
Unleashes one deep. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quick strike complete.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has... to move the chains.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. Right back to the well. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. If you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Johnson wants to throw it. He's got him this time. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. They just keep firing. Got it set up on the outside. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Kansas State pushing the pace.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Edwards. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd down, going up top. Makes the grab. It's a running room. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On the move. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Catch in the middle, it's Sategna. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Good timing on the quick out. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lewis. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Pressure coming. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Defense in press coverage. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Setting up the screen. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, this dude's flown by 200, flown by 300, and now thrown by 400. Almost 450 yards in the ball game. This dude has been on point.
And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the... And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Mateer. Big guy smells it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. The play action fake. Going for 6. Touchdown Sooners! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. You know, 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I think a lot of people were curious what the strategy would be tied this late in the game with this field position. Do you play it safe? Do you play it for OT? I think you just got the answer right there. This coaching staff believes in this quarterback to make the throws to put their offense in position to win this game late.
And this is a big third down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. On the option. He'll toss it. Got enough for the first down. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last two plays.
And the Wildcats need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Johnson looking to throw. Lets it fly. Makes a connection. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
The give on the inside. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Will they try to win it here or be content to play for overtime? Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Going to run it. It's up. Good pickup on that one. They will stop him short.